Hey guys, how you doing? Maggie here. Sorry I look like disheveled. I've actually not gotten out of bed practically all day. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, actually. It's been a really rough couple of days. And the other day I woke up and I decided I was going to take all my YouTube videos down because I was telling myself that I'm stupid to share with people online and nobody wants to hear, and I'm giving too much information, and I've hurt people doing that because I know along the way a few people have said things to me, especially if I like reference them in relationship in it, like a relationship I had or something that happened. And so I was feeling really bad about doing that. And I thought, why do I even feel this need to share on YouTube about my life and the thoughts I have and the problems I have when also people have it a lot worse? So I was telling myself this narrative in my head, and I acted on it and I took down all my videos. And then I just like have been really bummed out. So to stop the depression, I felt like I'm going to just walk around, just get out of the house. I find like if I can just get out of my bed, I will be fine. So I started walking around New York. I'm in such a great city to do that, thankfully. And it was good in a lot of ways because I like to people watch. I like to have the sun on my face. But in a lot of ways, it made me feel little and insignificant and alone and lonely and just scared. Sometimes when you're out in public, it's just a scary situation. Like one guy just was like coming at me on with his bike. And I was like yelled to him to stop, and he was just doing it as a joke. And then he just said something, swerved out of the way. And I was just like, people can be really cruel. And then everybody has their masks on, so you want to share kindness with people, just like on the street when you pass them. I'll try to make eye contact with some people, but you can't really see your mouth. So I'll like smile a little bit and like try to like look happy with my eyes. But then sometimes I like fluctuate. It's like when I'm on a walk, my emotions are like I feel like love for somebody, and then I feel sadness for myself, and then I feel like hope for the future, and then in the same like next couple of minutes I could start to feel like disheartened. So I feel like I'm constantly having a flood of emotions just coming my way, and it's really hard to manage them. And then I'm always looking for love, so I find somebody that I am attracted to and I can talk to and have fun with, which is not the easiest thing to find anyway. And it's like those are always ending badly too. Like I came up here, I was in New York with somebody I was trying to work a relationship out with in the very beginning. And it just, we had such miscommunication that it blew up in the end. And what happened also is that we both realized that we have to like work on ourselves. And it's like, it's really hard because you get to be my age and you're like, what am I going to do to work on myself? I'm in therapy, so that's helping, I guess. That's once a week, but like a lot of myself is already myself. So I am trying to figure out the next career move. Maybe that's part of working on myself. Um, I don't know. So all these these feelings are existing in me all the time about like a pursuit of love and an understanding of the world around me, and how do I feel about it, and then how am I going to make money, how am I going to feel satisfied with the work that I'm producing in the world. And then you start to get older and you are like, what if I never do anything? What if I never contribute in any way? Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is not to cry. Sorry, I look so bad. It's not to cry, it's to actually tell you that somebody was really nice to me. I had three people actually that were really nice to me when I took my videos down. I got an email from one of my friends that I have known actually in a speech writing group, and he checked on me right away. And then somebody else wrote me a couple nice messages and said, I really cared for your videos. They relaxed me. And uh, that he liked watching them when he eats noodles. That was like the best compliment anyone could have ever given me, that I relax them. I can't even imagine. I have not been told I relax boyfriends before. Maybe in the beginning, and then they start to hate me. But so that was really cool. He said that. And I decided that I'm gonna put them back up then. I'll probably do it tomorrow. Not that like anyone cares, but I just wanted to share that I had two like people check on me and that meant a lot. And then I had a random friend who was one of my bridesmaids back when I was married at 22. So this is how 20 years ago. I think I haven't actually seen her in probably almost 20 years. She's got four kids, lives in, I believe, South Carolina, a husband, she's Christian. You know, she's the coolest person, actually, even though our lives are so different. And we're chatting here and there on social media with each other, and we've kept in a little bit of touch, although we're not like phone friends, we're more of like text and chat friends. And I really respect her because she's a real person. She like she's constantly self-aware about her role as a mom and what it's like and why she had kids and how she is going to raise them. And she respects other people being different than her, and she really likes me. Actually, it comes down to her really liking me. But this is what I wanted to tell you. Out of nowhere, she sends me $100 on Venmo and just said, she put in the subject line life, and actually, it meant a lot. It was really, really nice. And of course, it's going to help because I'm in transition with figuring out my job and my life right now. So I guess I wanted to make this video to share these acts of kindness that people did for me and share about how I've been sad and depressed and just feeling the weight of the world on me, and I want to fight for a good attitude. Actually, I didn't come up with that. That was given to me by a comedian friend of mine. His name is Ron. He's going to be 50 and he lives in New York City. He's a producer and just a really funny guy. And he told me that the other day because I was saying, he's like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I said, I just fighting off the existential dread I feel every day. I meant it too. Like, I have woken up with this feeling of dread and sadness, even though it's dull on some days. But I've woken up with this feeling for probably 30 years now, since I was almost a kid. I remember even as a kid, there's some pictures taken of me where I was just like scowling. And I'm like, was I upset back then? Because I feel like my childhood, I also still had this feeling. And I don't know where that comes from. I thought sometimes like maybe it comes from the womb. Maybe this is like a brain, like neuron connection issue, because I was born to a mom who had me in her early teens. So like maybe like my brain didn't fully get formed. And then I was like, no, or maybe it's just because like the world is a sad, scary place and we're in a dying body and we can't do anything about it and we have to work to survive and so much is unknown and it's like scary. I did a video that being a human is weird as fuck. And it's like sometimes I'm just like, holy shit, like I'm gonna die. My parents are gonna die. The thoughts just sometimes keep going and going. And I just dealing with it all is like a fire hydrant. And some days, like today, look at me. Like I'll show you. I got like my takeout in bed with my laptop here. This is my little room. Okay. I know a lot of you are stuck inside with all this COVID stuff that's going on in New York. You know, they just started closing things at 10 again. And I mean, I can't even get started on all this. I just don't get me started on how frustrating it is that we have to deal with these governors that are shutting down the economy. Like, it didn't work last time. It didn't work. So I don't know why we're doing it again. Um, But I feel for you. And I just actually wanted to say, I feel for you if you're in a house where you can't get away from the people that you're around because that's a money thing. If you have more money, you can get away into a nice apartment, you can get a big flat screen TV, order Uber Eats, get some video games, and you can at least like hide a little bit from them. But like most of us are stuck with people and it's hard. Like relationships are hard. I'm with this girl right now, this Airbnb person that I can't stand because she is insufferable. She talks on speakerphone at night at like 1 in the morning on speakerphone, and these are like super thin walls. She'll leave her pubic hair in the bathroom, her dirty underwear. The kitchen is a disaster, doesn't do the dishes. And it's like I had to book this place though because I can't afford the nicer place. So it's like money actually to some extent does buy happiness. And so we're in like this COVID situation with all these politicians saying, "Oh no, we're going to have another lockdown." Well, like easy for you to say in your nice like even if I had like a two-bedroom apartment. But like people are stuck in studios or one bedrooms with other people, especially here in the city, and they're with like parents that might be abusive. It happens all the time, or spouses, or boyfriends, or girlfriends. So it's just like, it's really, really tough right now. And I think a lot of people are just feeling this sadness and they're going through a lot. So I just wanted to say, like, I I I see you, you're like on behind there on the internet, but like I know like what that it feels like and I'm going through it too. And sometimes it helps just to know that you're not alone and other people get sad and other people get depressed and other people lay in bed like I did. And and I'm grateful that I could afford to have food. I actually have a friend in Africa that told me today she got malaria and her mom didn't have enough money to get food this month. So I try to send her money when I can, but I don't always have extra money. It's like wherever you're at, there's like somebody going through it even harder. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching. Really, like this video is like wanting me to say you're not alone and sharing those nice acts of kindness that my friends did for me. So if you have a friend that like pops in your head, like my friend, apparently I popped in her head and she reached out to me, like just tell them. And if you like them, because like it's got to be like that connection, but tell them that they're doing a good job. Like my friend that said he likes watching or not my friend, he's like a person on the internet I don't know, but he told me that there's something artistic in my videos and the way that I like connect thoughts. And I had never thought of myself as an artist before. And just hearing that like made me feel so good. It made me feel like, okay, yeah, keep going, girl. You got this. Don't be sad. So like it means a lot to lift up your friends and lift up even like people on the internet. Who knew? So thanks to everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll post those my videos for anyone who cares. I'll put them back tomorrow. And have a good night. Happy Saturday. Kiss, kiss, kiss.